Why this shake-up now? Would he not be the right person to bring J.CREW through restructuring?
Well, I think, I guess the best sort of parallel to offer to that is just sort of his experience at Gap, right? When he took over Gap in '95 and ran it through 2002, you sort of had the same trajectory, which is sort of really invigorating a brand, driving a lot of dynamism into the brand, but then sort of reaching a little bit too far from a fashion component, which really alienated the core constituency. In the Gap instance, you really needed to bring in new management to sort of pivot that company back to its core. We may be seeing something similar here to J.CREW. And let's also not forget, I mean, Mickey's in his 70s as well, so it might be also a function of connecting with the millennials and some of those dynamics.
So he might have jumped the shark, at least at this company anyway. So what about this new guy, James Brett? He's coming from a home furnishings chain. It's also it's not exactly the same demographic that it's catering to. I can't imagine many millennials buying from West Elm. So what will he bring?
Well, it'll be very interesting to watch. I think what he's going to bring is just sort of management of the store fleet, right? Because even just going back a few months ago, we've also lost Jenna Lyons, who was sort of the creative director here at J.CREW. So you've really got a lot of upheaval sort of all the way down the chain here in terms of both the creative side as well as sort of that management side. So I think it's just going to be a whole new vision. And let's not forget that Mickey still is chairman, so he's still going to be able to sort of pull the strings a little bit and kind of control where this goes. Yes,
an overseer. And we should say that Brett was also chief merchandising officer for Urban Outfitters at one point and held roles at Anthropologie, JCPenney and May department stores, so he does have a lot of retail experience. How are the creditors viewing this?
Well, right now they're not viewing it in any way in particular because I think they've got a lot of other issues on the side that they're trying to deal with. Predominantly, not to get into all the details, but they're trying to do something that we've seen in the space recently, which is move some of the intellectual property outside of a collateral pool that guarantees the bank lenders. The bank lenders are contesting that, and so depending on where that court case goes will really sort of determine the near term, but a lot of the bond pricing and the term loan pricing right now is really going to just be waiting on that event relative to anything that's happening in management right now.